every MBA student or business student, whether you're in school or out of school, should be reading. I'll just talk about the first two. They have to read Earl Graves' book. They have to. Our textbooks have got to reflect the people, Black people in success, Black and brown people. It can't just be when we look at the textbook and we're seeing a whole bunch of white people be successful and all the examples are people that don't look like us or one token person in the textbook. So if we don't go we use the textbooks, but also there are amazing business books by Black people. The first book, I say, Earl Graves. Number two, the second one, Reginald Lewis. Another book that I got Earl Graves' book at the Reginald Lewis Museum, and then I picked up his book too. So, How to Succeed in Business Without Being White, and Why Should White Guys Have All the Fun? Two books that must be required reading for Morgan State students. And at the beginning, I don't care, got to read it. It's a blueprint. Also, I think that there should be a student choice, reading books of people that they admire that look like them. So for me, Grace Jones' book, I'll Never Write My Memoir, is the name of the book. At the bottom, at the back of her, 20 chapters, was her contract that she had developed over 30, 40 years of being a business representative of herself. And that contract helped me to update all of my contracts. And so those are three books that I feel are required reading that must be added to the list if we're really talking about being inspired by people that look like us so that we can go on their journeys as well. The next thing is everybody has got to go to the National Black MBA Association Conference. When you talk about, I say a different world, and I know I bring that up a lot, but there's a reason. I felt the support when I went to Morgan, but there is something about going to a conference of all people from all over the country that are in similar programs as you. There are people from all different types of jobs and companies that are looking for you, that have on the job, all of my classmates got on the job offers, internship offers. And when I walked around, I didn't see competition. I didn't see people saying, I can't talk to you right now, I've got an interview. Or no, I saw people going to different booths saying, hey, this one right over here, you should hire her. She's really good at X, Y, and Z. Or hey, congratulations on that job offer. It was the level I experienced Black excellence, but also Black support. And I've actually taken every year, I went the first time here, and of course we went with our Morgan students, but I'm taking off the week this time to go to this conference so I don't have to rush, so that I can experience. I already have a job, but I'm going because there may be something else. It turned me on to other opportunities that I wouldn't have necessarily considered for myself. And the companies that were represented, you got to just talk to so many people that some looked like you, some didn't, but everybody was there for you.
But every time you go, you feel like your cup is refilled, and you feel like you have an opportunity to find your tribe of people that understand your business. Did you have a third thing? I want to quickly make sure.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, but I'm gonna start with you though. In one sentence, what's the one piece of advice that you would, because we're gonna close with this, okay? So what's your closing piece of advice to Black entrepreneurs in one sentence? And I'm starting with you, Jessica.
Contracts and accountants are essential.
Okay, great, that's a good one. All right, Morgan, what do you got?
I would say have faith in yourself.
Okay, that's a good one too.
Be bold and network. Make sure you network.
Okay.
Ooh, she took mine. I was going to say accountant and agreements, for sure. I would honestly say, I feel like everybody just said everything, but...
Can I give you a hint of what I think you would say?
Oh, yeah, sure.
About personal branding? Because that's your space.
That is my space. I was actually saying, don't be afraid to do what you feel is your passion. Because I feel like passion is probably not the word I would use, but because everybody's also not necessarily passionate. Some people just are good at something,
So you can,
Skill. Exactly. Some people are just good at it. It may not be their passion, but they're good at it. Don't be afraid to scale that. Don't let anyone.
One sentence, Jay.
Don't let anyone.
You're about 20
exactly.
to 30 sentences in.
Don't let anyone tell you that your idea is too big.
Amen. Thank you for closing with that. Let's give this a round of applause for this? Okay, so can we do maybe 2 questions? No? You gotta go? Okay. Okay, no to the questions, but that's what networking is for, right? That's what we can say after. So let's give this panel a round of applause.
All right, and while they are rapping and they're going to do a quick photo, Jay, say Jay if you can hear my voice. Jay. Say Jay Pesante. Okay, she doesn't even hear. She actually is the keynote for Bear Talks right across the way. So following this, say Jay, everybody. Jay is the keynote, so you can follow or certainly support there. All right? Okay. I'm going to hand this back over to Erin to bring us to our closing.
Awesome. Wasn't that a great panel, everyone? Come on, you give a round of applause bigger than that. I know they're still networking. So I just want to close with a couple of things. And I felt like Jessica kind of led us right into this, is when we talked about conferences, right, and how important it is to find your tribe. Well, one of the big announcements here is that we are having our inaugural conference, right, that will happen the National Center along with our regional centers are coming together in Washington, D.C., June 14th through the 16th for a national conference that will be all things Black entrepreneurship. And just to give you a little descriptor of what it's going to be like, this is going to be, White House initiatives meets initiatives on HBCU meets Black Enterprise meets a little bit of Essence Festival, Expo, and of course, it wouldn't be us if we didn't have a bit of a HBCU homecoming feel to it. But the reason why we're doing this, because you might say to yourself, do we need another conference on Black entrepreneurship? Absolutely. Right? But the difference in this, though, is that we are bringing researchers together with practitioners so we can have that data, so we can do that advocacy work that Kendrick talked about, and realize our own power, right? One of the things that I think came across in our panel today is talking about our own power and what we can do. Everyone has the power from the clothes that we wear. Almost everything I have on today, is from a Black designer or a Black-owned business, right? Keeping those dollars in our community longer, like other communities do, making sure that we change our spending habits and our buying power. We have the opportunity now and today to change the way that we move our money, manage our money, place our money, and use our money. Okay? I want to thank everyone here today for being a part of this movement, this kickoff of this movement. Thank our wonderful MC, DC Marshall, and to thank you everyone at PNC, lastly, for your commitment to our community.